Hiya, so it's Gaz here from Moth Creaturae. Just a quick update again for the workshop. Clearly we're getting there now. I'm starting to put some like refineries inside, you know, like shelves and storage for bits and pieces, you know. Getting amongst, basically getting used to it and deciding where I want to put stuff, you know. So shelves are getting built. I got these shelves up the other week. Finished them with a nice little sort of beading on the end, like I don't know what you call it with my router, you know, but finished that nice. It goes all the way up and it's trimmed around the chimney with a little gap, so in case the chimney gets too hot it's not going to burn me wood. Probably about a sort of 6mm gap there. Round onto this one. Yeah, so it's getting there. It's becoming a very usable space and quite enjoyable. I'm really loving being in here. Me little cooker here, sorry, me little burner, it does have a hot plate on the top, so I've just ordered myself a little coffee pot to go on there, so hopefully that'll be coming in a couple of days time, and I can start getting the brews on in here, filling myself full of caffeine, and then I'll work even longer in here. Been getting some like sort of bargains on the internet recently, so they'll be getting stored out the way until I've got time to pimp them up and Moth Creaturae them. I'm going to make them into little lights, not your unoriginal type of light where people just stick light bulbs in the top of things, but something a bit more creative. I wanted some storage. I didn't want to use this storage up here for my tools. Tools are up here at the minute, but I didn't want to use that for storage of my tools. I want to use that for storage of my work when I finish making my products. Clearly I've got some on the go around here, but like I mentioned, it's a good usable space, but storage is going to be a pain in the arse. I do have all of this down here now, behind the ladders, storage of materials, which is fantastic. But clearly there's items that you'll use on a daily basis down there. There'll be kind of stockpiles, you know, to dig into down the line. So I started making little shelves like this, above head height, so it's not going to like encroach on my workspace, but clearly again finished with little beading there as well. Clearly that's up there, so then what my intention is, I can start storing all the tools and stuff that I don't need to use all the time up there out the way, so they're clearly not going to take over the workshop and become a bloody tip, and then it'll be horrendous little space. But if everything's got its home, everything goes back to its home at the end of each day, clearly it'll be a nice little space to use and come into. Right, so for today, I've got to put a power socket in because I'm still using the old extension lead, running it from the garage all the way around. Obviously that's not ideal. It works, but clearly for to make this a bit more of a permanent workshop, as opposed to using the temporary measures like me extension cords, I'm going to run power coming through from me like fuse box in the garage through to here. I've got like a little workshop socket to put on there. But then also, while thinking about it, you see all these garages, and the garage use the air tools, you know. Clearly I don't have a compressor. I like using electric, it's easy. You know, it's plug and play type stuff in it, where you get a compressor and you've got to use air tools, great. You've got space for the compressor, you've got upkeep of tubes, all this type of stuff. Fantastic kit, but a lot more expensive, and clearly maintenance and space, and I ain't got that. So, but what I do like is how tools hang down. So what I've started doing is, when I'm using my router and stuff in here on my bench, start putting the power up high, so then when I'm using my tools, so the jigsaw for example, the wire will largely be out my way, because there's nothing worse than when you're constantly moving the wire. So then it got us thinking, what I'm probably going to do is put a power socket up high. Maybe if it's not a power socket, I might run some sort of hardwired extension cord from my inlet on the wall up here, hidden away, have a socket at the top here with a couple of just flexible bars, if you like, spring bars, so I can plug my power tool in up there. The flexible spring bar will take up the slack of me wire, and then I can use my tools without risk of cutting into the wire itself, making my job of using a tool a lot easier. So I think that's something I'll be doing on next. And a lot of these things that we do, it's all like evolutionary, if that makes sense. We do something, we think of how we can do it better. Darwinism. And anyway, what's the point of today's video? Me doors. I got a bargain yesterday. Went and picked these up off a kind chap in Hereford who was selling these solid wood. I'm over the moon. They're not just these like sort of veneered things. Solid wood, which is ideal for my purpose because I need to trim them down. I only paid 20 quid for them, and they're glazed. It's come with all the bright works and everything, solid brass. So clearly I'll be using my hinges. But the point in these is I didn't want to like do the overlap for this aspect of my workshop. I wanted them to be like sort of glazed doors. I'm still deciding whether I'm going to strip all this paint off, which is going to be a pig. But it'll look pretty when it's just plain wood, and clearly it will match the outside of the workshop there where it's all plain wood. So plain wood doors there, glazed, and it'll look quite pretty. Or if we stick with them being white. But what I do need to do, I need to trim off about 4.5 centimetres on this edge, 4.5 on this edge, about 2 on the top, and quite a bit on the bottom, and certainly get rid of that letterbox. I don't want to be delivering any mail here, be getting shit and stuff sent through it. Yeah, so quick update for today, and then next time you come in for another update video, hopefully these will be fitted. Take care, bye.